This time we have reflections coming from Minister Leonard Williams. His brother is here. He's coming to share.
Everybody say, praise God. I'm here to do some reflection about big brother, older brother, leader, coon hunter, love to eat, and love to boss. And before I go any further, I want to thank God for these gentlemen up here. Let's get them a hand, please. Miss Manning, love you. To all of the Williams, the Kays, the Bells, the McGee's. Let me see if I'm missing anybody. Anderson, and all who I missed, I want you to know that the Williams, and mainly appreciate you all coming out and support. Now let me tell you something about my brother. When Frank and I we was getting some cows, and the cows would get almost to the barn and turn around and run back in the pasture for over about 20, 30, 40 minutes. And I don't know if Huey was staying in New Orleans or Jackson, and he came out halfway and he hollered like Tarzan, oh, oh, oh. Frank said, that's Huey. And there he come with no shirt on and no shoes to shade his cows. Huey come there and said, where them cows? I said, they over there, we can't get them. Frank said, oh, they won't go in they won't go in the barn. Huey said, wait a minute, let me. He reached out and pulled out a pistol from somewhere. He got the chance of them cows and shooting. Those cows almost ran through the barn. Frank looked at me. I want to say what Frank, can I say what Frank said? I'm going to use Negro in the word for what Frank said. Frank looked at him and said, that Negro crazy. But he didn't say Negro. He running through there with them shoes, no shoes, through the woods, shooting at the cows. But I'm going to tell you something. I got this thing for things you didn't know. You didn't know Huey and Frank was the cause of the Williams brothers to be where we are today. You didn't know that they took us on tour for about 30 or 40 cities before our record came out, and that caused us to come out with a hit record. You didn't know that when they was taking us around, we didn't have no money. And Frank and Huey would take their own money to get us a room so we'd have somewhere to stay. And when we get to places, we wasn't on the program. They would say, would you let my little brother sing? I think I might have been in 9th or 10th. Doug might have been in, I don't know, 5th or 6th grade. Melvin's 8th or 9th, something like that. And they said, well, we don't have no spots. All the 7, 8, 9 groups. My brother here said they could have part of my time. So they would take 10 minutes of their time and give to us so we would have time to sing. Now that's what I call real love. Things you didn't know. And another thing, when we didn't have no money, and a lot of groups, they make $1,000. They said, would you get a little brother some? They would say, no, we don't know them. They're not professional. We got professional though. So what I'm saying, groups came to us and asked us, could we be on our program? You know what we told them? Yes, you can. But one did us so wrong. You know what Paul Williams said? No, you can't. I ain't gonna call no name. But Frank and Huey, Dave Sherrill, Luther Jennings, Harry Griffin. I think James Burke, I might be missing one of them. I know it was Luther Paul, Luther, Dale Sherrill, Frank Hewitt, and Ball, yes, right, Ball, and Haven Griffin. They would take up a little offering, and they would give us a little money to eat with. And now, I know some of them are gone, they should see me now. I was real thin. They should see me and Melvin now. And, but I'm going to tell you something. When you got a brother in front of you, you know, sometimes we forget. I haven't forgot what Huey and Frank done for me. I wouldn't have been on these big shows and big concerts and touring all over the world if they had not stepped out in front of me. But I want to say this, Melvin, Doug, I dreamed about Huey. I dreamed about him. And I dreamed he was standing out with my son Lamaris. Some of you who know Lamaris Williams. He sang that other stuff. Talking about the back of my impeller. I said, boy, what you know about the back of my impeller? Some of y'all been to his shows, don't we? And I dreamed that Huey and me and Lamaris are standing out, and Morris was wanting to go to Coonut. And we were laughing. He was saying, I ain't going down no woods, boy. And we were laughing at Morris because he really wanted to go. And I woke up, and my first message was on the...
Hello, my fellow HMTV viewers. I'm glad you are watching, and for the new person here, kindly subscribe to join the family. So, following the death of our beloved Huey P. Williams, the esteemed lead singer of the legendary gospel group, the Jackson Southernaires, who passed away peacefully at his home in Smithdale, Mississippi, on Monday, March 24th, 2025, at the age of 80 years, born in 1945 in Smithdale, Mississippi. He grew up in a deeply religious and musically inclined family. His early exposure to gospel music came from both his church and his family, as he was the elder brother of Frank Williams, founder of the Mississippi Mass Choir, and Melvin, Doug, and Leonard Williams, who formed the Williams Brothers, another legendary gospel group. From a young age, Huey displayed a passion for singing and a deep understanding of gospel music's emotional and spiritual power. He was influenced by traditional gospel quartets and the rich musical culture of the South. His early years were spent honing his vocal skills and learning the art of harmony, which would later become a defining characteristic of the Jackson Southernaires, the group he would go on to lead. The Jackson Southernaires, formed in Jackson, Mississippi in 1940 by producer Frank Chrysler, gained national recognition with their 1969 hit Too Late. Huey's distinctive voice and unwavering dedication were instrumental in the group's success, leading to numerous accolades, including multiple Billboard charting albums and a Grammy nomination in 1992 for Best Traditional Gospel Album for Thank You Mama for Praying for Me. Huey Williams, renowned lead singer of the Jackson Southernaires, was deeply rooted in a family with a rich gospel music heritage. He was the elder brother of Frank Williams, founder of the Mississippi Mass Choir, and Melvin, Doug, and Leonard Williams of the Williams Brothers. This familial connection significantly influenced his musical journey. Huey was married to Mamie Williams, and together they had 4 children, son Huey Paul Williams II, and daughters Dee Dee, Wanda, Shanonda, and Joy. The Williams household was one where faith and music were deeply interwoven, reflecting Huey's dedication to both his family and his gospel ministry. In addition to his immediate family, Huey was part of a larger musical lineage. His mother, Amanda Mom Williams, passed away on August 30th, 2014. The Williams family's collective contributions have left an indelible mark on the gospel music landscape, with Huey's leadership in the Jackson Southernaires being a significant part of that legacy. A musical celebration honoring Huey Williams was held on Friday, March 28th, 2025, at Fernwood Missionary Baptist Church in Macomb, Mississippi. The funeral service took place on Saturday, March 29th, 2025, at the same location. Huey Williams's legacy is marked by his profound impact on gospel music and his ability to touch lives through his ministry. His contributions will be remembered and cherished by many. May his soul rest in eternal peace.